Hello and welcome to another leg day. Today we're going to work specifically on stretches today. So we're not actually going to do any strength training or any resistance training. What we're going to do is some deep stretches. Now, I'm not a yoga teacher, so please don't see this as a yoga class. But what I can do is show you how to get into some positions for stretching and what might help to allow you to stretch deeper. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So I have my yoga mat here like this. You can do this on the floor if you want to. I just find that this is more comfortable. So instead of getting into a normal dynamic warm-up, we're just going to get straight into our stretching routine. And what I'm going to see is how we can improve as we go throughout today's workout. So the stretches that you do at the start, we'll do again at the end, and we'll see if we've got better range of motion when we've stretched out our lower body. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start on the mat here, feet straight out like this, nice tall back. And what I want to do is I want to just move our toes forward, point them forward, keep pushing them forward. So like that. And then we're going to bring them up, point them backwards, point them forwards. Do it again and again, again and again. Let's also see if we can rotate our ankles whilst they're on the mat and change direction. Okay, so from here, from the seated position, we're going to bring one foot in and we're going to see if we can get that knee as close to the ground as possible. What we're going to do is we're going to come up. And as we come up, we're going to see if we can move ourselves out of the pelvis. Imagine that we're pushing our body all the way up to the ceiling, keeping that down. And then we're going to curl over and go as far as we can all the way down. Now, if you're hitting the shin here, perfectly fine. So if you're there, that's fine. We'll see later on if we can actually stretch a bit further down the leg. So go as far as you can. Just hold that for a bit. It's really important that when you do this, you're breathing normally. You're not holding your breath, you're not bracing, you're not holding anything, you're just letting yourself breathe normally. And with each exhale, you can slowly, if you can, go down a little bit further. Okay. Changing feet. So bring the other foot out now. Okay, coming up. And then over. You might find that one side is more tense than the other, a bit more tighter than the other. Okay, slowly bring that back up. Okay, we're going to sit in the middle now. We're going to bring our feet out to the sides and we're going to put our hands into the middle. We're going to slowly walk ourselves forward with our hands, get to the point in which you can't go any further. And then we're going to bring our hands to the sides, all the way to our feet, or our ankles, or our shins. Keep note as to where you are though. If you can grab hold of your feet, push down, you'll feel a deep stretch in the groin. Okay. From here, put the hands back into the middle and then back again towards you. Okay. So the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to get on our knees. We're going to curl our toes down, so lie flat on the toes, and then and then sit all the way back so your bum is on your ankles like this. You should feel a nice stretch in those quads here. You might feel a stretch in the ankles here. Keep your back nice and straight. Hands on the sides of your waist. And we're just gonna stay here for a couple more seconds. Okay, bring one foot up, like so. So you're in this position, so it's like a 90 but sat up like this. Stack your ankle over your knee, your front ankle over your front knee. Hands on your waist like this, keeping that pelvis nice and straight. Okay. Put that foot down. Change feet. Bring an awareness to your pelvis. Make sure it's in alignment. So if one side is too high, like this, see if you can push down and get it into alignment. This is why we've got our elbows out like this, because we're able to make a judgment call as to if one elbow is higher than the other. We're bringing an awareness to our pelvis, making sure it's in a nice straight line. And also, it's not curled in, it's up nice and straight. This move may look actually quite straightforward and simple, but actually it's very difficult because you're constantly trying to shift your weight to make your pelvis in line. Keep your pelvis in line. Okay. Now, from here, what we're going to do is, you see the back leg is nice and straight like this, all the way down, so we're on our knee. What we're going to do is bring this foot slightly forward, like this, just a little bit forward. This is going to move this thigh back like this, keeping our knees stacked against over the ankle here. We're going to stretch the thigh out here. And as we do this, we'll put both hands on the ground. If you fancy it, push with the back foot. Get a deeper, longer stretch there. Okay. back to the original position. So bring that front foot in. What I would like is to change feet. So now bring the back foot forward. Bring it slightly more forward than it was before, because what we're going to do is lean into it. If you need to, bring that back foot further back. Put your hands down so they're in line with your ankles and your knee. And really stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel that in the inner thigh there. Okay, from here, we're going to go back to our kneeling position. Keep your hands on the mat there. Keep your feet curled in. And we're going to come all the way down. But as we do, we're going to keep our hands in the same position. And we're going to go into child pose. So when you're down to this point, see if you can move your hands forward. Okay, coming back up. Move your knees apart. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, over your elbows. And then from here, we're going to bring our feet, our knees out. So we're going to go into a frog. So our knees now come off of the mat. And as we do this, we're going to look up. Okay, from here, bring our knees back into the middle. Then we're going to put one knee out in front like we did before. We're going to lean into it like we did before, but this time we're going to bring the outside hand, and on the breath, on the exhale, we're going to bring this hand all the way up. So all the way up. And then all the way back down again. Okay, bring that knee back, changing knees. Lean into it. And then with the hand here, we're going to slowly bring this all the way up. And bring it back. Okay, so get back into the center of the mat in your kneeling position. And just sit with your bum on your ankles. Just breathe for a bit. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to work on our hip flexors, okay? I'm going to work on our hips. We're going to, I'll come this way. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the thigh, we're going to sit on the thigh like so, and keep this foot at a 90-degree angle here, okay? The other one, the other back foot, we're going to kick out behind us. Now, in order for us to get this straight, because we want this nice and straight, we need to bring ourselves up and push this and walk this back like so. Imagine there is a nice straight line from the tip of the back toe, and it's going all the way through our body out here, okay? Now, as you can see, I'm not flat on the mat here. That's what we're going to try and achieve. So with our hands, we're going to slowly push ourselves back into position. And as we do, we're going to look up. Okay. Ooh, right. Bring the back leg, front leg back and change. So back leg is now at the front. Bring that in. Make sure that that back leg is nice and straight. So we are on the knee, on the front of the foot, and then the gap between your bum and the mat, we're going to slowly see if we can decrease that, make that smaller. And we do that by looking up, getting ourselves nice and straight, and slowly, gently push ourselves in. This is a great stretch to do. If you've done any form of running, or if you've sat for such a long time. Yeah, just feel that. Okay. Woo. Bring the back foot, brought the front foot back. Sort the socks out. Okay, what I'm going to do, we're going to sit back on the knee, on the heel here again. We're going to bring our feet slightly further apart. You come a bit forward for this. Okay, we're going to grab hold of the back feet, and we're just going to slowly come backwards. And as we do that, we're going to drop our neck, our back of the head. Okay, then come back up. So that's a nice deep stretch on the ankles and the quads. All right. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to attempt to try and do, it's a bit like a front split, but this time we want to keep our back knee on the ground though, okay? So we're only focusing on the front leg. So we've got our knee, we're on the back knee like this. This foot comes out in front like this, and we're going to push down, point with our toes. I'm just going to hold it nice and straight like this. You'll feel it in the quad here, because this is nice and straight. Again, you'll feel it in the ankle as well. And then what I want to do is to bring that heel up. And then what we're going to do, put our hands on either side, and we're going to slowly push down. Okay, let's change feet. So again, we're going to start on the knee and we're going to push our front toes forward. We're going to sit up nice and straight. And then what we're going to do, bring the heel up. And as we bring the heel up, we're going to push forward. We've got to put our hands on either side and really push into it. Okay, let's all sit on the mat now. We're going to put one foot on top of the knee, like this, and we're going to sit nice and tall. This half lotus is always a good position if you wanted to do any yoga, meditation. And something that I do is when I meditate, I will alternate the legs. So one day I'll have one foot on top of this knee, and then the following day I'll put the other foot on this knee. But you should be able to feel it in this this glute here. And then we're going to change feet. So this one goes to the bottom and this one goes to the top. And you should feel it in the other side, on the other glute. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put our feet into a butterfly position. So have both both feet together. And we're going to, with our elbows on the calf muscles, we're going to push down and we're going to rock gently from side to side. We're then going to grab one of the, put our hands underneath the feet, put one hand on one leg and push it down. Change direction. So the other hand goes on that knee and pushes it down. Okay, from here, we're going to see if we can go over, lean over the top. And as we do, we're going to crawl forward. Crawling back now. we're going to put our foot over the top again. So we're in this half lotus. And now what I want to do, just adjust this, is I want to lean forward as far as we can. Put your elbows on the ground if you can. And this will be a deeper stretch on that glute. Okay, stepping back up. You know what we're going to do? We're going to change our feet. And then we're going to elbows on the ground if we can. And we're going to try and step forward. There we go. That's as far as I can go on this side. This side is far more stiffer than the other one. Okay, coming back. So, something to note when you do all this stuff is you need to be aware of your pain threshold. So, don't do anything where it's really painful. Get to the point where it's starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable and stay there. Don't push through. You're not looking to do any PRs, personal records on this, okay? You are just getting to the point where it's a nice deep stretch, but no more than that. Okay. Oh. So bring the feet out in front of you. Now, what we're going to do is the same exercises or same stretches as we did at the start of this, which is to go forward, and we're going to see if we can actually now get a deeper stretch going. So remember where you were at the start of this workout, so bring your feet together. I'll do it off the mat, and then we're coming up like this and all the way down. Can you get any further? Are your elbows dropping down? Okay, coming back up. Let's do it on the one foot. So bring that foot in. Up and over. Grab hold of that knee, that foot. Again, are you able to have a deeper stretch than you did before? Okay, changing feet. How are we on the other side? Coming up and over. Okay, right. The last one I'm going to do is we're going to get back onto our knees. We're going to sit back onto onto our heels again, and make sure that we've got a decent space between our knees. Right. We're going to hold onto the feet, and we're going to put our neck back like this, and we're going to slowly drop down. Can you go further than you did before? If you are able to, bring your hands up to your ankles and drop back on your elbows. Okay, let's leave it there. Woo! So I know that we didn't do any of the dumbbell stuff, we didn't do any sort of strength work, but what we did do is stretch out our legs. Really great set of stretches if you do any running, or if you're sat at a desk in the office all day. It's a great set of stretches that you can do, and you don't have to do the full routine. You could just do parts of those if you want throughout the day. But I like to do this sort of every so often, especially when I do after martial art training. That set of stretches plus a couple of stuff with the back as well, it's a really good way of getting a full body stretch, and sets you up for the next session. So thank you ever so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next fitness class. Follow me for more fitness advice. Again, I'm not a yoga teacher, so please don't see this as a yoga lesson, but maybe you've been able to get some stretches out of this that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again in the next fitness class. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.